My mother, Mitzi, became ill around the 1st of May. It's just been a blessing in disguise. I really believe if I wouldn't have been able to bring my mother here to this hospital, she would not be with me now. Here, I stayed in the hospital with her for about a week. And then I got to come stay here at the hospitality house, and it's just been a blessing, a miracle almost, for us to be here.
Hospitality House provides lodging, meals, prayer support, and transportation assistance for over 650 families who travel into all of our Tulsa hospitals and outpatient centers. And that's a lot of people.
I found out about her, it was July 16th. 11 days before I had her. I had high blood pressure when I went to my OB in Grove, and they just shipped me by ambulance here, and they just couldn't get it down, and I ended up having a C-section to have her on the 27th, July 27th.
My husband was a very active person. He was a career school teacher and a lifetime farmer. He just refused to go to the doctor till he had to. And when he went, he was in pretty bad shape.
My girlfriend was diagnosed with stage 4 cervical cancer. And stage 4 cervical cancer. And at that time, we really knew what I was going to do. Just go ride the ambulance, going to ride to the different hospitals. She started out in Muskogee and went on to Tulsa. And we had no place to go, back and forth. Just couldn't afford it. We crashed out in the car one night, waiting for treatment, And we found this place here, and it's just great. We feel like we're at home with our family. That's a good thing. It's a real good thing.
So when families check in with us, they have gone through a significant amount of stress already. And not really understanding or knowing how Hospitality House functions can sometimes be even difficult for them to understand. But what we really like to do is when they arrive at the Welcome Center is be able to give them a comfortable chair, a conversation with a friendly face of one of our staff members or volunteers, and begin to relieve some of that stress. So when they experience Hospitality House, we want them to experience home.
I immediately packed a bag and followed the hospital here, and you just stay in the hospital with your loved one. I can't leave her. And then when a nurse told me that I could get on, they wanted to put me on a list to come over here, it was just, I get to shower and do laundry and especially being away from home, probably just the comfort of being here means more to me than the bed, if that makes sense. But when this came about, it was a whirlwind, but to have some peace of mind to be able to come here at the Hospitality House has just been amazing.
When you travel for a medical crisis, your home expenses still continue. You still have rent to pay or mortgage to pay. You still have a car payment. You have all those things. But sometimes in rural communities, when you leave your job to go travel for medical care, you're leaving your income because many people are self-employed or they don't have access to paid time off. And so what happens is your financial situation becomes really devastating quickly. So by providing lodging and meals and transportation, we are relieving significant out-of-pocket expenses for these families.
Being 91 miles away from home, this hospital, it was me and my fiance that came, and he stayed with me the whole week, and he had to end up going back this week to go to work. And I really didn't have family that was going to be able to drive me back and forth. I heard about the Hospitality House probably about a day or two afterwards before I was getting discharged, and we called and got on the waiting list. So we got a call from them. It was perfect timing because we had been staying with my cousin for 2 days, and she was actually moving. So it was prayers answered.
I would have to tell you the greatest challenge we have has to do with we maintain a waiting list every day, averaging about 16 families that we can't get to. Part of the things that we're working on coming up in the next few years will be to acquire 1.6 acres of land near 13th and Utica that we can begin to plan to build a brand new hospitality house.
James always wanted to make sure I was taken care of, and he'd been so happy to know I had a place like this to come to if he was himself. Several days I came in and there was a note attached to the door, and it was an encouraging note with a Bible verse and all, and that they were praying for my husband. And that was super.
To be here and somebody recognizing that I am alone, but I'm not alone. And those cutest little cards that probably took someone 2 minutes means so much to me. That would probably be the best thing to me since I've been staying here at the hospitality house.
I had a really rough year this year, and I had lost a lot of faith in God. Last August, I lost my brother, and so he was the last one in my family, and so I had been going through a lot, lost a lot of faith. This place has shown me so much kindness and so much they're just a wonderful organization. I would highly recommend them to anybody. They do amazing work helping people.
When you're supporting Hospitality House, you are practicing biblical hospitality, and you're extending hospitality from your door to our door for these guests.
I'm really thankful for them for being so close to the hospital and allowing us to stay here for the time that we need to be close to my daughter.
We have served families from all 77 counties in Oklahoma, 48 states in the U.S., and 9 foreign countries have passed through our door. So our vision statement is to show the world Christian love through boundless hospitality. I'm happy to say here we are 18 years later, and we have served the world.